Jurgen Klopp tells fans to fasten seatbelts as he discusses Liverpool's problems. Jurgen Klopp believes the Premier League title race will go down to the wire as he declared, "Fasten the seatbelts and let's go." The Liverpool boss expects his side to come out firing when Bournemouth visit Anfield on Saturday after the frustration of back-to-back stalemates with Leicester City and West Ham. The Reds were knocked off top spot on goal difference in midweek by Manchester City's win at Everton, but Klopp's men have a game in hand. The manager dismissed suggestions that recent results are a sign of Liverpool feeling the pressure. "For us, I did not see what they all say they can see in our faces," Klopp said. "When I talked to the referee after the game, at West Ham, they said, 'Now he is nervous.' I did not think it, but I cannot change it. I am not. I knew this would be a really tough race and here we are. There was never a guarantee this season. People always wanted the biggest gap in the world, pretty much, 25 points, whatever, and then only 3 games to go. That's nice, but it's not the reality. The reality is that if you want to be champions of the league, you have to fight until the last match day. That is completely normal and what we have to do. To be in that fight is very positive, a big achievement, and we have to make sure the people see that again on Saturday. We have no influence if people want to be overly critical. We cannot change that immediately. What is on offer is a tight race until the last match day. Make yourself ready. Fasten the seatbelts and let's go." Klopp admits Liverpool have been far from their fluent best in the past 2 matches. It has been 2 error-strewn performances. Injuries and illness have certainly contributed to the blip, but Klopp expects the Reds to raise the bar against Eddie Howe's side. "We are very critical," he said. "In the outside world, we can never use any real explanations because it's then always used as being an excuse. But internally, we have to talk about why it was a bit more difficult. It's not cool if we cannot train with the team we want to play. We still should have performed better, especially in the Leicester game. The pitch didn't help. Nobody has to write that anymore. It's just a fact. It made the game really difficult. Before that, everything was fine. We won a difficult game against Palace. Then we had a 10-day break and a few players had different issues after Dubai. West Ham was always a tough place to go. A few other teams realized that already. Getting a point there, and having more chances, stuff like that, which nobody even thinks after the game, it's like you have to dominate them constantly and they are not allowed to have anything. That's the situation we are in, but that's not a problem. We expect ourselves to do better. We expect ourselves to show more passion and all that stuff. The performances weren't exactly as we wanted them. That's what we have to change and that's what we are working on. We are not blind to our problems, but it's not as serious as people make it. That's the truth." Klopp has urged both players and supporters to look forward rather than back as Liverpool return to winning ways before a 10-day break between games. "The psychology is that if we had won the past 2 games and they, Man City, had drawn, and we had pulled level with them on 62 points, then we would feel brilliant," Klopp said. But, obviously, people don't feel brilliant, because always in life people think about what we could have done. It's not important because it's done. The only thing is what we prepare for the next day, for the next challenge, for the next moment, for the next game. And that's why we are in it. That's the situation and we have to show that we are ready for that. And there are still no guarantees. Liverpool looked so strong defensively in the first half of the season, but they have looked surprisingly vulnerable in recent weeks, especially from set pieces. Since beating Newcastle on Boxing Day, the Reds have only kept 1 clean sheet in 7 matches. Injuries to Joe Gomez, Dejan Lovren and Trent Alexander-Arnold have reduced Klopp's options, but Alexander-Arnold is now back fit again. "It is never cool if you have to change, but the goals we conceded were not because of the changes to the last line," Klopp added. "If you look at the goals and make the analysis, the goal against West Ham and Leicester had nothing to do with the last line. That is the 100% truth. The goals against Palace, maybe, we had to change a lot in the game and had a red card. It is always better if you can keep 7 or 8 players always playing and change 3 or 4 and keep it like this. But who has that situation all the time? We always had a lineup on the pitch able to do better than we did. That was the same in the games we won. Even if you win a game you can think how it could have been a perfect game, but no one listens then. It is who cares, you won and the next is coming up. Now everyone wants explanations, why did you do that? But we cannot change things and make players who are unavailable available. We use what we have. We had to do better in the last 2 games. That's is what we ask ourselves, how we could do better. And the plan is to do much better on Saturday.